Welcome back to Talk EDU. I'm Jason Katcher, one of the heads of education at Google, and today we're going to cover why position matters. And when we're referring to position, we are talking about where paid ads rank on a Google.com search result. You may have recently heard that growth in overall education-related searches has slowed quite a bit in 2012. We've actually seen queries go negative for the first time in Q2, dropping 9% on aggregate, meaning the pool of interest has actually shrunk. So this is where the position on the page illustrates its true importance. Much like the position of a product on a store shelf sways your decision, the position of your ad on a search engine greatly influences the user's affinity to click on it and learn more. There is limited real estate on a screen, especially when accounting for mobile devices, where brands have the opportunity to compete for a user's attention. So what does it look like in education? Well, on August 15th, we took a sampling of some of our largest ad partners to get a sense of the performance differences between ads that appear on the right rail and those that appear front and center for both branded and non-branded terms. So let's start with everybody's favorite branded terms. Not surprisingly, in top positions, they drove 99% of all clicks and conversions, since when a potential student is looking for a specific brand, it leads to less searching as they have a much clearer picture of their ultimate destination. When we look at non-branded terms, though, which would include program, degree, and general, things got much more interesting. Much like branded terms, over 90% of the clicks and conversions came from top positions. However, we found that the average cost for top placement was only $6 versus $6.62 on average for the side ads. So how is it possible that it costs less on average to be in a premium placement on these high volume and generally much more costly terms? Well, it all comes down to click-through rate. We saw a difference of nearly 20 times for the top versus the side, and since Google believes very strongly in a level playing field and rewards ad relevancy, it actually is possible to appear at a lower cost in a much better position. So what can you do about this as a Google advertiser? Well, concentrating on these 4 areas to start should help your brand get ahead of the game. The first priority should be trying to get any branded side impressions over to the top. These are your crown jewel terms, and given the much stronger click-through rate of those positions, you should defend that territory as often as possible. Next, look at non-branded campaigns with high top impressions, but no site links currently active. Our product teams have made it much easier to opt into site links, and advertisers have seen up to a 30% increase in click-through rate when adding them. But remember, they only trigger when you're in a priority ranking position. Third, gain efficiencies by looking at campaigns with low top CPCs and high side impressions. These are good candidates for simple bid increases, which may wind up being offset by the potentially higher click-through rate. And lastly, reach more customers by investigating high click-through rate campaigns that also have high side impressions. Users are clearly responding very well to these ads, and top placement will help scale. Hopefully that shows some insight about why position matters. Thank you.